is done with Uniquely-DOUBLEBEE. I finally got in my new front LED lights for my big girl here, and I'm gonna switch them out. So I'm gonna show you how we go about that in this video. This is for Ram trucks, definitely the Ram 3500. Mine's a 14, but it's probably similar for all makes and models of Ram, 1500 up to 5500. Changing out a light bulb is not an easy feat. So here we go. I'm gonna show you how it's done. Roll tape. Okay, so on the truck, the model number for the halogens that are halogen light bulb that is on the trucks is the 9012. But I got this Forerunner LED light, and it's marked 9012, and that can replace all these types. This is a type Q26. A little package came with gloves so you don't touch the lamps. This is an important little card. I'm hoping I don't have any of this issue, but knowing my luck, I probably will. All right, let's see what we get. I guess I better read what this little packet is. But all right, here's a little scan to become a VIP customer and get your 1-year warranty. What's cool is if you look on the back here, they offer all of this. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But here's the LED hubs or lights, and nice little 2-prong plug, just like the 9012 is. But let's get the originals out and put these in and do some videotape at night and show how bright they are. I think these are supposed to be like in the 1200 range for light output, or 12. I'll have to look it up and put that data in here. But the ones I had on here before, the LEDs, the fans, they had cooling fans on them, and they crapped the bed, and I did a little short on that. But I couldn't get another set of those after all, so I went with these to give them a test run. All right, let's get moving on to disassembly of the light. All right, to get this assembly out, we have to open the hood. We're gonna have to remove, I'll show you here in a minute, but we're gonna have to remove the top cowl over the top of this. We're gonna have to undo the grill so you can get to a fastener that's right down there, and then you got a fastener up here, and then back here in the wheel well, I'll have to show you, but there's a panel that you got to flip down to get in there and undo this lock. So let me go ahead and show you that. All right, I went ahead and got this little cowl off, but what you're going to need is one of these clip removal tools so you can get these clips off, these plastic clips, retainer clips. And then you're going to need a socket of 10 millimeter, and you'll need it like at this height. And then you'll need a small socket. I usually use this. This is an 8 mil. Let's see, yep, 8 mil. And you'll need that to get after your grill. So you got your grill that you got to undo. Sorry, so you're gonna have 10 mil. So this is a 10 mil. Yep. So retract all that. But you undo this 10 mil, and then there's one down there, and you can't get this light out because they made this little lip right here. You can't, there's locks back here that you got to pull this light this way. You can't do that with a grill in the way. So let me go ahead and get this undone. All right, I got that loosened. So now what you want to do is you can just pull this out a little bit, and it's got these little hanger clips right here that go on that female end. So it's got the male and then lips over this female, and luckily mine can hold in place because I got all these cool front marker lights. That's another video that I have. This is a great product. But anyway, you get that out because you need access to that, to that screw right there, and you need access to this screw, and these are 10 mils. So what I use is just get this extension here and put it down here, and then I'll get that loosened up and get that one out, and then we'll go on from there. Again, using a 10 mil be a lot easier with a drill, but all these plastic parts, I just tend to now want to use my hand tools so I know what pressure I'm putting on them, because these things just want to crack all the time. The plastic, I mean. All right, he's gonna be a little booger, but let's get that down there. They made it with this backing female end that's underneath this clip, and it can be a chore because it just spins in place. There we go. Set that down. All right, now let me see if I can show you guys and gals. But here, let me take this camera off. All right, under here on the wheel well, you have this little door. You just pop that down, but unfortunately there's not enough light. But you have to put your hand in here and feel for, there's a little clip, and if you push it up, you'll feel it. It's like a L-shaped piece of plastic, of course, but you push it up and it releases the lock on the light, so then you can pull that whole unit out. So this whole piece now is loose, and it just unlocks. Don't be scared to give it a little bit of muscle. But all right, now the fun part. You can set this here and let it hang by its wiring, or you can just undo the wiring. Here, let me show you. So this big batch of wires here is holding this fixture in place, and then this is where I use my drill. But these are 8 mils, so you have to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws out just to get into the housing to get to the light bulb. Let me get that. All right, well, my goofy butt left my adapters for the drill in my RV back in our Tennessee property, so I got to go by Harbor Freight and grab me some. Here they're the Warrior brand, and I'll do a little short on that because they're helpful as anything. So in this case, I'm gonna use my socket and go ahead and get all these out of here, crack them loose. All right, now get all the screws out. Now you're gonna see that when you pop this cover off, it's got a seal around it, so you don't want to mess that up. It's a little rubber seal, so don't pry or anything with a screwdriver, flathead or anything, but that just pops right off there. Put all the screws in it, and then the light that we're going after is, this is your low beams on your left, high beams on your right. And yeah, I think you can see it, but you just take this thing, this little tab, there's tools for this, but just unplug it, and then unlock is counterclockwise, of course, and then lock is right. But this is the original halogen. Oh, original halogen. There we go. Okay. Anyway, don't touch the lamp. I mean, get your grease on there and make your halogen not work. Let me go grab the new one. All right, another key thing you want to do is make sure you see these tabs. So when you order a new product, you want to make sure the tabs look the same. So in this case, yeah, they're pretty much the same. And then the thickness this way, because you'll feel it. I ordered a set of lamps that these tabs were not thick enough and it wouldn't lock inside that female mechanism. So hopefully this one will. Anyway, you just line the tabs up. Let's see. There we go. And ooh, nice and snug.
That's what she said.
Then you just pop that sucker back in.
That's what she said.
And let's get it on run. Turn the lights on. It's got a cool little fan on it also. And there we go. They're on. Hopefully you can see it. But I'll get you some night footage. See how much brighter they are than the originals. All right. Turn that off. All right. Another thing you want to do is make sure that this new lamp that you put in there fits in this housing. Good. It closes. Okay. Hopefully it's not smothering that fan. But just reverse all your actions and get these back in here. Just hand snug it up there. Don't go Superman on this plastic. Or if it's a female, don't go all Supergirl or She-Hulk on it. There you go. All right, once you get that on there, hey bud. Once you get the neighbors walk by with their puppy. All right. Oh, here, I can show you that clip real quick. Dang, didn't even notice that. All right, what you got here is this little clip that's what you're trying to mess with. You can see in the past it's been broke, but you reach your hand up through here and then you want to push this up because you can see it's got this mechanism that locks onto that right there. So this little thing slide the male end here slides right through there. So you want to keep that up about right there. And then once you get this thing locked in, so the male inserts here go in these females, lock it in, reach back up in there, and then you want to pull this down to lock it into place. All right, cool. All right, let me get this back in place. Just got to kind of feel your way to the hole.
That's what she said.
All right, and then gotta get it just right and line it up. I might have moved that clip again. No. There. Voila. Okay, now bottom bolt is your longer one in case you, then the top one is the shorter one. So this is like inch, and then that's like an inch and a half. So I usually put the top one in here to get it lined up. Then get that one down there. Try to line that washer back up with the marks it had. Just get it snug. Getting this little, once you feel it get tight, go about 1/8 of an inch more. And then get under there, pull down on that tab, lock this cover back, and then put your grill back together after you get the second light in. correction. That little tab down there that's on the grill, it slides. It's like this, and it slides up and over that attachment piece, not into the female piece that I had mentioned. So just when you put this thing back on, just kind of just hanging it on there, like over the top, not through it. Okay, sorry about that. Oh yeah, when you're putting the front cowl on, keep your, or anything plastic on your truck, have a box of these from Harbor Freight. I'll put a link in the description. All right, because you're always going to break them on this thing up here. Got that thing on there. On the camera, it's blinking, but in real life, it's not. And that one's working beautifully. Test run them at night. We got the cowl back on, and the grill's back in place. And there you go. I put the originals usually back in here. These have been with the truck since 2011 and still doing all right. But I had a set of lights per my short that you can see in my shorts. Not in my personal shorts. You have to go on YouTube and see my short video. But those other lamps, they lasted 5 years. So these new ones here, I'm hoping do the same. But just put them back in their original, in the original box. Put all this stuff back. Keep it around. I usually just mark the date and time onto the bot. Not date and time, just the date. So I can keep track of how long these new ones lasted. All right, there's that. Now put everything away and clean up and call it a day. So there you go. About a 20-minute job, maybe 30 minutes tops. Easy day to put them on in your driveway or in an AutoZone parking lot if it's not raining or freezing. But if you get stopped by DOT out there on the road, or any cop because you got a failed headlight, low beam or high beam, just be ready to be adventurous and get that thing taken care of in about 30 minutes instead of like the old days where you just reach down in there, unscrew it from the back, pop the new bulb in, and go about your day. So anyway, that's how you do it on a Ram 15, 25, and 3500 and up. Right. Good luck out there with it. And this is Don with Uniquely-DOUBLEBEE telling you have a good day, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff. All right, later.